In the meantime, in between time, so you say you were kind of short and fat. You wasn't always big.
Nah. I shot up, man. Like at 18, 19, I shot up 6'4.5", like from
what?
From like 5'10", 5'9" to boop overnight. Everybody was like, yo, you know.
Now, were you smoking? Did you smoke?
Nah, I never smoked weed until I started smoking around 9 years ago, champ.
Wow.
Being asthmatic. I was drinking though since I was like 14. I was drinking, you know, with the crew 40s and all that.
See, I think I may have stunted my growth a little bit. I'm 5'11", right? My pops is like 6'3". My brother is like, my youngest brother is like 6'2". But then I got my middle brother that's right under me. He's the shortest of all of us. But I feel like maybe me starting to smoke kind of early, cigarettes and weed and shit like that, maybe I could have
maybe
could have bulked up a bit.
I feel like I could have been a little taller.
Yeah.
I could have been a little bit taller. Could have been a ball.
Wish I was a little bit taller. I was just about to start saying that. All right, so I'm more lit up, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
I started smoking at 40, champ.
Okay.
Yeah.
You like my cousin shit. She's like she just started smoking weed maybe like 4 years ago. She's like a full blown weed head, like, yo, I got that loud, I got that. I'm like, girl, sit down. You don't know nothing about a loud. Shut up.
Me too. I'm the same way, champ. I'm the same way.
You've been quiet all this time. Now you talking about a
right. Now you want to be loud.
I'm the same way. I ain't gonna discuss. I'm the same way.
See, if I really go back and think, like, it was people like Cheech and Chong and shit that I think turned me out. Like, I used to love those type of movies and like just want to smoke weed. I used to want to do a lot of shit before I could do it. It was the corruption of movies and shit like that. Like, you know what I mean? Like a nigga
For me, it was the bad influence friend. I had one friend. I had one homegirl that nobody parents wanted them to hang with. Like, they were just straight up like, yo, my mother said I'd hang with you. But I would hang with her because I felt bad for her. And yes, she taught me how to smoke cigarettes, my first drink, how to roll a joint, I did all of that fucking mischievous shit with stealing from the supermarket. Bitch. God rest her soul. She's passed away. She's no longer with us.
I ain't even gonna hold you.
That was my girl.
We used to be rolling up like oregano and shit like that when we was young.
Me too. Oh my God, I just had that conversation with somebody and thought we was high.
And like your moms will come home and be like, "What's that smell in the house?" And you'd be like, "I don't know. Why is this? I don't know what you're talking about." Like, we were so stupid as fucking kids. I'm talking young doing this, like 8 years old.
Yeah. Like elementary school, yeah. But you know what we were doing? We were you know how they say kids do as they see, not as told. So we were emulating our parents. All that dry humping shit that come from accidentally walking in on your parents, and the rolling joint, this seeing them.
I thought I was fucking. I ain't even gonna hold you. I thought I was naked humping with a couple of these girls. You see what I'm saying?
Everybody they was doing
in between, but like had their legs spread, but we like lying down just horizontally, and I'm on top and I'm humping. And I'm thinking I'm getting some. I ain't know it's
just steady like you none the wiser.
I'm none the wiser. Like
as kids, we don't I mean even for us like girls, we didn't know that whole purpose.
What? Like I'm getting pussy out here. You kidding me? Kidding me?
You'd be kissing for hours.
Oh shit! Wait a minute. That's not what I was. Oh shit! It's not what I was doing.
Wow.
But anyway, so Starite City Gym.
Yes, brother. Yes, brother.
That's where you went. And that's basically where you fell in love with the art of boxing. Yes.
Yes, brother. Yes. But it wasn't like, I went, honestly, I might have went when I was like 16, 17. And then I was in and out, I wasn't really focused on boxing. Honestly, I was homeless. So I was living in the street. I was trying to figure out my next move. I had plans of, doing good in school. That didn't pan out because of my situation. And, and then boxing was honestly like one of the last things that I had left. I had got in some trouble a few times. I was possibly facing jail time. And then the guy from the gym was like, yo, I'm gonna hold you down one more time. If you got talent, if you stick to it, you could be something. I gave it a shot and I excelled pretty fast. I want to say from 18 to 19, I started popping off. I got on the USA team. I started traveling the world. I had never really left. I hadn't been on a plane ever until boxing. So I never really left Brooklyn like that, opposed to going down south to see my family in Virginia. So when I started traveling, man, I was on the USA team. I was 18, 19 years old. I went out to I went to Cuba. I fought against Felix Savon. I got the silver medal in the Pan Am game. So I had my career was popping off, and then I turned pro at 20. I moved to Jersey, but I had it kind of like funny because I had kind of grew up in Jersey on Camden Street in Newark all my life. My mother's sister lived on Camden Street, so all my life I was always back and forth to Jersey. And then I wanted to move.
Is that where your affinity for Digga comes from? Is that where your affinity?
That's my family, Digga. Man.
He was literally an outsider member. That was gonna be one of my questions. How did you hook up with our crazy asses?
Yeah,
you was crazy too, now.
Yeah, I was nuts. I was crazy. We used to have a lot of fun. I used to have a big house. We used to have big parties. Remember that, Digga?
Did you ever?
See, I wasn't allowed because I was somebody's baby mama.
Good.
Yeah.
He had you in proper check. I like that. Did you ever have delusions of like being a drug dealer, like wanting to be a drug dealer when you was homeless? Like, fuck that. We're gonna get these cracks. We get this money, bro. I'm gonna use
I dabbled with that, but I was never good at that, man. I was never good at, and I honestly, I had a dislike for drug dealers. I had a dislike for people who sold drugs. I always had like a feeling like they was destroying the community. And I seen generations, not only my family, but I seen other families be wiped out from crack cocaine and heroin. My mom's died on my birthday of an overdose, December 4th. Like I said, my dad died in prison. He had a heroin addiction. I seen a lot of drug abuse and alcoholism in my family. That's why I never gravitated towards drugs. And I only went to cannabis as for medicinal properties when I was 40. I had a nervous breakdown like 12 years ago, man. I was really bad off. I was suffering from major depression. I ballooned up in weight. I was 403 pounds.
Oh,
yeah, champ. I was messed up. I was damn near suicidal. I was ready to end it all. And then a homie came to me and was like, yo, champ, I think you need to try this. And I was like, what? He was like, this. I was like, yo, champ. And I was like, nah. And the reason why, because I was asthmatic. I remember back in the days when I used to be hanging with the outsiders and they be smoking. I'd be like, yo, chill out with all that smoking shit. Just drink. Yeah. I used to be like, yo, chill with all that smoking shit. But yeah, man, I say it all the time. Cannabis saved my life, man. I was in a dark place and they had me on Depakote, Seroquel, Pax, Zoloft. And then I got fat. I was 403, man. And I started smoking cannabis, man. And I lost 168 pounds. I came back to boxing, but something stuck in my head, man. My entourage was gone. My money was low, but I started saying, let's go, champ, as my motivation, as my mantra to get me going. Because, again, everybody was going. I had no more cheerleaders, and I had to become my own cheerleader. So I just sat there, and one day I was thinking, I had a dude who told me one time, he said, his name is, his brother's the Last Dragon. You know what I'm saying? That's my man.
Oh, Timak.
Yeah, Timak. His brother's Timak. His name is Mishan. Mishan told me one day, he said, when he gets tired, when he's running, he says, to be the man, you got to be the man. And And I was thinking like, damn, I gotta come up with a mantra. And I was tired one day. I was like 400 pounds, 398. And I remember sitting down one day and I was trying to get up and I said, let's go, champ. And I just, and I started calling myself champ because I had never really felt like I had accomplished my goals in boxing. I spent a lot of my time partying, hanging out. I was a party boy, a lot of my career, I was ripping and running. And then, boxing was something that I moonlighted as, and when I started saying champ, it wasn't for the boxing. It was for having not giving up on life, man. When moms died, my pops died, all the trials and tribulations I've been through, I never gave up. I kept trying. So that's why I started saying champ. And I also wanted to deflect from using the word nigga, because all the time you see somebody, yo, what's up, nigga? What's up, nigga? I'm like, yo, I ain't your nigga. You like that. Right. You know what I mean? So I started using champ as a affirmation. And I started noticing that when I said, what's up, champ? People were like, it'll give them a different vibe. It'll change the whole, the beginning of the conversation. You see somebody, what's up, champ? Give them a fist bump.
Right.
And it felt good. They felt good. I could see it in their eyes.
Because when a champion calls you a champion, there's something special about that.
There we go.
Just like when a God, if I say peace, God, and a God says to another, you know what I mean? And now I'm calling you God. There's something special about that that's transferred right there.
Right. And and that show you how strong, powerful words are. I have seen dudes, man. I'm talking about with the ice grill face on, hard as hell, coming through with the diddy bop and everything. And I'd be like, yo, what's up, champ? And they look at me like, oh, what's up, champ? And they let it all go. You feel me?
So harmed them.
Exactly.
That's dope. I love that.
Yeah, champ. Let me smoke with you, champ. Let me smoke with you.
Come on, light up with me, champ.
Let's go, champ.
Here y'all go.
When you smoke, I smoke.
That's right.
I don't smoke on camera. Actually, I don't smoke. I don't ever smoke before filming. So
good girl.
She bougie. She fake bougie.
Jamar's like, no, gotta be a lady.
Waiting on an imaginary bag, champ. She think that it do everything right. If she self-censor herself and do certain things, that somebody's gonna show up one day and be like, "Here you go, digger. For your good deeds, we're gonna reward you with a bag of niceness. Whatever the fuck." Like,
let me just say this.
Lady.
Hey, look, lady. When I first met Digga, I always used to be like, "Yo, she mad quiet. She never talks." I work out like